There's a place that is truly unique, cradled by the Blue Ridge Mountains on one side and dotted by incredibly shaped mountains on the other. The ground is fertile, rivers run through it, and generations have enjoyed all it has to offer. Now it's your turn. Located in and around the heart of Surry County, North Carolina, we affectionately call the Yadkin Valley, where you can appreciate art and feel the soul of all this southern dreamland has to offer. Why do our guests come from everywhere just to experience it? We live, eat, and breathe this stuff just as much as you already wish it was the weekend or your vacation. We call this experience Very Surry, the art and soul of Yadkin Valley. From Mayberry to Merlot, our cameras went around our wonderful region, capturing real moments and events so that you'll catch the craving and plan your Very Surry experience today. Speaking of Mayberry, our journey starts in the legendary town of Mount Airy, where Andy Griffith of The Andy Griffith Show grew up. All the experiences and southern generosities we hold so dearly were incredibly expressed with admiration and humor for the people and the culture of Mount Airy. But in the show, Andy Griffith called our nostalgic town Mayberry. To this day, that tradition holds, and once a year, a commemoration in honor of the show comes to life.
The main street from Independence Boulevard to the Andy Griffith Playhouse. The parade kicks off the biggest day of the festival with all the special guests, tribute artists, marching bands, squad cars, and a whole lot of fun.
Since ancient times, people have been enjoying the experience of tasting wine and the art of growing the vine. And today in Yadkin Valley, it is taken very seriously. We have dozens of wineries with their own flair and personalities. Here's a glimpse of one estate that celebrates the gathering of grapes, Shelton Vineyards Harvest Festival.
Being here in the vineyards, and with the water and the bridges and the trees, yeah, it's definitely here. The romance. It's the feeling that you belong here. It's the feeling that people care.
It takes you to that place where you say, what's really important? What's really important? Family.
I think it's a good way to spend time with your family. I have a lot of fun.
People come from all over. Just looking at the crafts, enjoying the scenery.
We have all kinds of candy in Surry County, and it is all homemade.
It's great. The land, the temperature, the mountains, the
wine,
water.
the food.
Okay, the wine.
People.
It was great.
I mean, how more open and honest can you be?
Yeah,
and that's just a reflection of all the people we see here.
It's pretty!
Thank you. All of you back there, get off your couches and come on out to Shelton Vineyards and enjoy the day.
Surry County has lots of small towns hosting big-time events. And thousands of guests came from all over when they heard the Harley Owners Group was looking for a town to show their artful muscle and chrome on wheels. They came to Elkin.
I think it's great. It gets people to come downtown, to stay on Main Street, to shop in our stores, to hopefully come back and have dinner with us, if not, have lunch with us. Really exposes the downtown to a lot of people that normally might not have been exposed to it.
Check us out on the web. Our site is interactive and informative. You can watch videos highlighting the action and events in our wonderful valley. Our calendar and our exclusive Very Surry map highlight interesting towns, fun events, and things to see and do. Oh yes, and relaxing scenery too. Around October every year in the same little township, Elkin is invaded by very talented green thumbs. Everything on Main Street seems to be a bit supersized, and we get excited.
I love pumpkins.
They take growing very seriously. And rain or shine, folks come from all over to see just how serious it gets.
She did something almost impossible and did it, the first try.
Just to see if I could. And it's brought my family closer together, my mom.
I like this pumpkin. Washy pumpkins.
It's like a big bean bag.
All different shapes, all different sizes. Some are orange and some are white. big, big, big.
And in first place,
This is really fun.
Most of our downtowns still only have a few stoplights, and you won't have to hunt for free parking to visit our shops galore. Speaking of hunting, here's something we know you'll enjoy.
Shopping for antiques is a popular pastime throughout Surry County. Individual stores and antique malls dot the small towns and countryside from Elkin to Pilot Mountain and Mount Airy, with antiques and collectibles that have survived the generations and are yours for the taking.
And we have all different kinds of shopping for every enthusiast. There's an amazing show that Mother Nature puts on every year. Her canvas is inspiring and beautiful. Fans are drawn by its fantastic display. And where would they go after a little leaf watching? Why, it's back to Mount Airy and its long tradition of the Autumn Leaves Festival.
They're transported from their hectic lives to a simpler time that older people miss and younger people love to visit.
It's just like we rediscovered something that people had a long time ago, just the amount of fun there is of getting together and the singing and just getting together. That's what's so much fun.
Love these stories? They're full length on our website. We also have great tidbits of info and have suggested itineraries to help you with planning your very Surry getaway. From the Yadkin River to the Blue Ridge Mountains, there's plenty to consider when you spend time with us here. No matter where you go, our guests say it's so rewarding everywhere you look.
And also, when you're on top of a hill, you can just see forever sometimes. You can see the other mountain ranges, you can see the valleys. It's just a great view you can catch from the tops of many hills we have here in Surry County. Well, Surry County is a good place to come visit, to spend some time here, spend a few days here, spend a long weekend here. Whether you're an outdoor person or an indoor person, there's plenty to do.
We've got it all, including something special for those whose interests include a rod and reel. Next stop, Mitchell River.
Take it from me, I had never been fishing before, and I caught fish today for my first time, so that was a pretty neat aspect.
Pretty neat. That's a good description for this section of Surry County, where the water runs, the fish bite, and life is pretty good.
I hate to use an old cliche, but the Mitchell River in Surry County, it doesn't get any better than this. Staying in this wonderful location and being able to come out into the peace and quiet's been really good, really fun.
It's a very high quality water, and makes it pleasant to fish here and probably pleasant to live here.
We're open all year. We have quiet and cozy places to stay, no matter what the season. Innocent, inviting, quaint, simple, and preserved in time is what guests say about the amazing village of Rockford.
Just simple history, well preserved, revered, appreciated, cherished. It's just magical.
Rockford? It's a place in time. It takes you back, but it brings you home. It's a great place year-round.
I need some more energy, and this place definitely sort of renewed that. Maybe rejuvenation. That's my word.
Ooh.
Rejuvenating.
Yeah.
This place is definitely rejuvenating. Relaxing. It sort of lifts your spirit.
And finally, speaking of preservation, a sleepy little town embraces the art and soul on wheels, the art of rebuilding an old car, and the soul of restoring it to its original condition.
It's a labor of love for a lot of folks. They really enjoy working on them, bringing them back to life, and then taking them to the cruise-ins and showing them to folks, and people enjoy looking at it.
It's like the good old days.
I would say so.
I love him and I love his car.
To hear people walk up on him, you just stand and listen to the stories.
He says he wants to be buried in that car.
You name it, we have it. It's here.
Just a good time to lay back and forget your troubles.
You know you're at a cruise-in. The sounds.
Good food.
This food here is good.
Enjoy the unique shops up and down Main Street.
The hospitality is excellent.
Have fun.
Enjoy the fellowship all around this area. There's so much to see and so much to do.
So, if you haven't been to Hot Nights and Hot Cars, you need to experience it. It is a very serious thing to do. Come out and be with us. You're having fun.
Folks, want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. Hope you've had a great time here in Pilot Mountain for the Hot Night and Hot Cars Cruise In. Just because the music stops doesn't mean you have to quit cruising. So folks, just keep riding. Just keep riding.
Just like daylight, we've run out of stories. But we have not run out of very Surry moments, events, and experiences. Your adventure is a click away. At verysurry.com, you'll discover there's something to do all year long. We'd love to see you and for you to experience the art and soul of Yadkin Valley. From the Blue Ridge Mountains to the Yadkin River, we are Very Surry. Thanks for joining us. We can't wait to see you.